Hey, everybody. Christy Gessler, the dependent agent, coming at you today from the Freedom 512 Real Estate Group headquarters here in Austin, Texas. Happy to be back with you guys again today for another episode of the Dependent Agent. It is been a really, really wonderful process to sit and talk about some of these events in my professional past that led me to some of the crossroads, I just would rather call it, not dead ends, but crossroads, forks in the road of changes in my life. And it is very, very therapeutic and such a blessing to look back at or think back about the events that happened in the past and process them in a slightly different way. And I very much appreciate you listening to this podcast and giving me the space to do it. And again, like I reiterated in previous episodes, when I do speak of events, when I do speak about people, please understand I'm speaking at it from my perspective place. I am not trying to hurt anyone's professional character or reputation or anything. And I've mentioned names and I've called some people some bad names. I am doing it just coming from me and not necessarily from a bad place, but just from what that experience with that person did to me. So that's neither here nor there. You can take that or leave that, but that is that. You know, I wanted to kind of round out the conversation a little bit about my Keller Williams experience because there were so many great highs in that experience and then devastating lows. And I celebrated those and I revered those, and I still do, but I have it with new perspective. When I told you the embezzlement story, and again, you can look things up online, talk to agents who were at the market center then, and it was a very, very dark, unsettling time. And sadly, I heard a lot of people say, yeah, that's happened to me before. That's not the first time I've heard of that. So-and-so it happened to. Yeah, this person did it to me and this employee did it to me. And I thought, well, that's just disgusting as to how many people can possibly have something like this major embezzlement case, happen to them. And obviously taught me some lessons about that in business management and in brokerage management. Skepticism is a good thing. Systems are a good thing. Don't overcomplicate your systems. I believe that a lot of the opportunities for theft at Keller Williams in my situation was because the systems were frankly too damn complicated. When you have a system where you can't make heads or tails of it from an average person, and again, I am fairly average in all of that accounting world, but in the end of the day, I'm a smart person and I understand things, and it never really made sense. Everyone that I would talk to about the Keller Williams financial systems would basically just nod in agreement that it was what it was. It is what it is. It is the system. Nobody could fully explain its functioning, and certainly everyone said it broke all the time. When you have a system like that, I think you are setting yourself up for some possible problems. And all I will say is that I believe that even though the employee that I had the distinct displeasure of knowing over those years took advantage of a system that was chaotic and corruptible, and because there is this false culture in many of those offices that everyone is perfect and everyone is lovely and no one would hurt anyone, and in the end of the day, so many people that I ran across within that organization were greedy, were all in it for themselves, and were very much not what I thought they were. So I'm going to end that part of that conversation and that chapter of my life with that comment. And I, again, appreciate your grace and everything. I would like to, move into the time that I was getting ready to leave Keller Williams. So I'll talk about that next.